Hey everyone, so I'm just trying out something a little bit different when it comes to recording. I've got a dual camera setup, and basically I just want to, try editing that way. And I'm also recording with a different sound thing. Basically, it's one of those portable recorder things. It's a Zoom H4n Pro. If you're interested, I'll show a picture. But basically, it'll pick up more of the room. But I think it should be okay. I did a bit of a test run, so it'll be a different style of video, and I just want to edit it this way with two camera angles, so hopefully it'll be cool. I just want to show you some stuff that I picked up recently and just talk about a few things. I picked up some manga, I picked up some anime, Blu-ray specifically, and then also just some other stuff that I've basically been occupying myself with, I suppose. So you may remember this right here. So that's it here on the second camera. This is Sora no Otoshimono, or Heaven's Lost Property, so I bought this thing, right? Like Christmas time, around then. But I wanted to buy the other seasons too, so I have here, here it is, Heaven's Lost Property Forte, which is season 2, as well as the movie. I really like this show. I haven't watched it in a while, but I want to rewatch it again, so I'm all prepared for that. Alright, so notice there's a different cover going on here. So, the sleeve, which is dented, I'll be honest. I guess they kind of wanted to avoid, cleavage, I guess. So, yeah, there we go. That's a thing. And then with the movie, they're like, let's not even bother making it different. But it's a series I really like, so hopefully I'll get a chance to rewatch that soon. They're different sizes, which is a bit annoying. Let's just put this over here. On the computer side of things, I also got this. So this is a Western Digital solid state drive. It's an M2 thing. It's not one of those, N.VMe or something, the really fast ones. It does 560-ish, 530, well, 530 read. No, 530 write, 560 read. It's fast enough, 30 seconds boot up, and I already have my browser open. So yeah, no complaints there, it's already installed. All good stuff. Oh, my lighting's a bit, anyways. Really good upgrade. I still don't think solid state is super necessary, but yeah, I think it is still very nice to have. And it's a terabyte, so other than Windows, I can also put, maybe some of my favorite games, which I wish loaded a bit quicker, as well as, my editing software and stuff like that. I can put on there and still have room to breathe. So that's all good. I also have a manga pickup that I want to talk about. So here's something I bought already before. It's the manga for Senran Kagura. I've got one volume. I haven't read it yet. And I found out that this is actually difficult to get a hold of. Not maybe the first one, but the second volume on. I think there's only 3 overall. Now, it looks like it's out of print, so it's expensive, which is unfortunate. Yes, great cover though, great art. It's, just look at it. I think it's a different person who does the art though, but it matches the original style well. I don't want to get the Kindle version, I don't know, I just want to get the real thing. But I just found it surprising to see how expensive it is. It's like 40-ish Canadian dollars for one, or maybe a bit more, for a used copy. And then if you go new, it's like, I don't know what it is anymore, but it's not the price I want to pay, basically. And now onto a manga series I've just recently picked up. It's there's 4 volumes, because that's how many are out. It's called Saki the Succubus Hungers Tonight. And I bought it on a whim. So I basically just saw it on, it was like recommended to me on Amazon, and I figured, hey, it looks good. if I buy it and I like it, then that's good, right? I think there was like a scene in Lucky Star where Konata says that to Kagami, and she's like, "Isn't this series a bit more special when you like the when you like the art on the front, and then you buy it and then it turns out being good?" So that's kind of the mindset that I had here, and yes, I did like it, and there's more to it than I thought. So basically, yeah, these are the 4 volumes. There's a 5th one that I've pre-ordered. So basically the premise is that the main characters, there are those 2. There's Saki, who's the succubus, and Renta, who is the main protagonist. He's in his 30s, I think he's like 35 or something, so that's a bit unusual. The story is a bit like, it's not super original. You know how like there's always like the main protagonist, and then one day like this slightly fantastical girl or whatever somehow enters his life? That's basically it. So she's a succubus, and she needs a man's essence, so just, try and figure out what that means. I'm sure we can all do that. And then he or she ends up living with the main protagonist there, and shenanigans happen. It's like a very, very ecchi thing, actually. It's like borderline, it's not quite hentai, but there's like nippleage. And there's also stuff like fingering and masturbation and stuff. I actually didn't expect that, but hey, it turns out being quite alright. I enjoy the humor. There's actually some good points about it as well, like the translation seems to be good, there's no censorship from what I can tell. And even the names are the right way around. When I say the right way around, I mean like, surname first and then first name second, you know what I mean, right? It's like how it is, Japan style with the name the opposite way around than it is here. I don't think it's even always necessary to keep that intact, but they did that here. There's honorifics and stuff, so yeah, it's pretty good when it comes to that kind of thing. I've never heard anybody talk about the series, so it's a bit unfortunate. Maybe it's too much for some people. Later on in the story, there's also other people like Yumika that show up. Yumika is Saki's sister. Kurano is a co-worker of Renta, and she's also a succubus. And yeah, you know how it is. It's like a kind of a harem style thing. It's published by what is it? Let's see here. Ghost Ship. Okay, so Ghost Ship belongs to like 7 Seas, but this is like their more adult-oriented stuff. So To Love Ru is actually on there as well, or rather they publish it. So that's basically that. I think it's really good. The writer and the artist are different people, so it's like a 2-person effort. Miko Kuno Homare is the author. Studio Hipcats, that's the name. Whoever they are, whether it's one or multiple people, they're in charge of the art anyways. Can't find really any info on it. Like, the art's really good, so obviously they've been doing it for a while, but it's like, info seems to be sparse in that regard. So yeah, so far so good with that. I've been enjoying that. I've read through everything there. I basically just, once the first one came in and I liked it, I bulk ordered the rest and then pre-ordered the 5th volume. I like the humor, I like the character designs. I think Saki's very, they managed to make her, not look like, I was gonna say super lewd, like obviously that's lewd there, but you know what I mean? She's like, not like a slutty character or something. So they managed to kind of make her cute, despite the shenanigans that happened in the story. So I think that's a good accomplishment in that regard. I guess you could call it, it's like To Love Ru plus. If To Love Ru Darkness was like a plus version of To Love Ru, or you know what I mean? It's like goes a bit more beyond, then I guess you could say this is like To Love Ru Darkness. Except there's not like, the plot isn't that fantastic or anything. It's more grounded to real life. There's no real action or anything. It's basically harem slice of life, and it's super ecchi. So that's good. And basically that's been what I've picked up recently. So basically I just wanted to try this style of video. Let me know what you think, how the editing is, how the voice quality is. I think it's a fun thing to, you know, just have a different format video like this, and it also makes it more interesting for me to edit this sort of stuff. So what I'm going to do in the future is, if I do, well, when I do more of these videos, what I'll do is I'll, you know, gather things up so that I have a bit more to show at a time. And yeah, I think that will be a cool thing to do. It won't just be anime stuff. You know, if it's games, I'll show you that. If it is anime related, I'll show you that. So anyway, that's that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.